Hi, my name is Stella Bayphouthongkam, and we are in Mekong Cuisine, Lao and Thai on Convoy. Yeah, you know, for us being here for the past 2.5 years, I would say it's been such a positive experience. I've met a lot of good people, and there's people that come in onto Convoy and, you know, want to look for different food to eat and things like that and land here. And it's nice to be able to serve people food that I grew up eating and introducing people to different kinds of flavors. And I would say being on this street and just like the name recognition that it has really helped us grow as a brand. Yeah, you know, I've seen a lot of change. I've been in San Diego for almost 34 years, and we lived in Linda Vista for the first 10 years. And I would say Convoy was a place that we would go to get our car fixed, to get dim sum. And that was kind of the gist of it for a lot of years. I wouldn't say in like the 90s and early 2000s. And as I got older and people started building more and introducing more food and places and shops onto Convoy, I feel like it's really grown. And just with you know, like Asian food getting spotlighted more, it's really helped this street become what it is now, I think. You know, for me, I never thought being a kid in San Diego that food that my mom cooked or, you know, like parts of my culture would be accepted the way it is. It's so nice to see people come into this place and embrace that, and you know, people order things that it's not for every palate, or you know, people might not be used to those flavors. I explain to them, people are so adventurous, I would say, and you know, willing to try new things, and I love that. And I think cooking Lao food for the masses has really helped me connect with my roots. You know, coming here when I was 3.5, I feel like San Diego makes up for a lot of who I am, and to be able to pull things from my culture and from what my parents have taught me, I think that has really helped me connect to, you know, my Lao roots. Having our regulars, that really speaks volumes to the fact that like food and culture like brings people together. I would say that Buddhism for my family is very cultural, just because the religion is so embedded into the culture and the way of life. So my parents and I would get together once a year during Lao New Year, just me and my parents, and we would go to the temple, and there is a cleansing ritual that we do to kind of wash away, you know, all the negative of the previous year, and just to welcome the positive of, you know, the future and of the next year. So for me, Thai, Lao, Cambodian New Year's represents just like a big change, a big shift, a rebirth, if you will, of yourself, recentering, and just to give yourself another chance at, you know, growth for the next year.
What's the food like during New Year?
Oh, the food, so much food. All the food that like my mom would not like make regularly, we would get. Crispy rice salad, always. They would do noodles, you know, for longevity and things like that. And I just think I really love that time of year, mostly for food as well. We would go to the temples, they would do it would be like a festival, like a food festival, and little stalls, and I just love all the desserts and all the, just all the different like food from different regions of Laos as well, that like, you know, like I didn't grow up eating and I could have this once a year, and or something that, you know, like my mom didn't have the patience to make, someone's grandma would like have like just like little like cookies or little desserts wrapped in banana leaf. Like that was my favorite. So I'm so grateful. Shout out to Lao SD. They have really, I would say, put Lao food in the forefront in San Diego. Last year we were involved with their festival, and it was just so nice to see people from all over come and enjoy the food. And there's another one this year, and I think just introducing people to you know, like Lao food in such a like a casual way like that is like a good way to get people interested in the cuisine. So I would say the top dish, if you're trying Lao food for the first time, our crispy rice salad, Nam Khao Tod. It just really represents all that is Lao. There's the rice, there's a cured pork sausage that is such a labor of love to make. My aunt makes it for us, and she's been making it since she came to the States in the late 70s. And so that's over 40 years. And she still does that just for us. And you know, all the flavors in it, I wanna say you get the herbaceous, you get the chili lime acidity, and it's used as like a lettuce wrap. We serve it with romaine lettuce, and that represents a lot of Lao food. We call it pun, which translates to wrap, and a lot of the food is just done like family style, and it's just a good way to share. And the Nam Khao Tod is, I would say, the bread and butter of what Mekong is. My responsibility for Lao food and making it shine and letting it do what it does. I think, you know, that's my dad in the back of my head, you know, like, no, don't mess this up, you know what I mean? Like, represent us in the best light that you can. And for me, I would say there is some pressure, but you know, I love challenge, and I feel like the food speaks for itself. The food, you know, and that's what keeps people coming in, and that's what keeps our lights on. And of course, for me, as a restaurant, as a brand, as a business as a whole, of course I want to do the best I can, because we have so much riding, right, on the reputation of Convoy District and the street. And I just want to make, I mean, my dad proud, you know, the district proud, and I want to give the best that we could.